Here comes Dr. Sparks.
Here he comes!
Out on an adventure.
Oh, yeah!
Using science
We're using science!
to get things done.
That's Dr. Sparks!
He is
Hi, boys and girls. I'm Dr. Sparks. I want to welcome you all here today. Well, we're going to do something really exciting, and we're going to make cloud slime. What's cloud slime? Well, it's not ordinary slime. It's not easy slime. This is an advanced slime, and I'm going to show you how to make this light, fluffy, wonderful slime today. Come on, everybody. Let's get into it. So what's in your kit? Let's jump in. Open it up, and you're going to find an activator bottle. Ooh, I've got a mixing bowl, 3 bottles of coloring, red, yellow, and blue. A small bottle of borax. Borax 就是硼砂. We're going to use that in our slime. Awesome snow wonder. This instant snow is great. Got a little spatula to do a little bit of mixing with, and 2 bottles of PVA glue. Now you're going to need a couple of things from home as well. These are going to be things that are easy to find around home. A couple of mixing cups where you can measure out how much water you're going to need, and just some easy teaspoons. Bet you have these at home as well. With all of these things, we're going to get in and make ourselves some beautiful cloud slime. The first thing we're going to do is prepare our activator. Hey, there's a word we need to learn. Activator.
Activating now.
Activate!
Activate!
Activating power beam.
Decloaking activated.
Activating parachute.
Beacon activated.
Activating the grid. To activate something means to get it started. And we're going to make a special mixture that gets our slime started and makes that special polymer bond inside. Slime is made when the molecules hold on to each other and create a molecular chain. That means they can stretch, break apart, and go back together. So let's get started. To make our activator, we're going to need 2 things.
Activate!
Activator bottle and our borax. You'll see there's an arrow and a line right at the very top. We're going to fill it up with water right to the top of that sticker. Now, when I do this, I like to use some warm water. Warm water is good at making sure that the powder dissolves inside. The next thing we need to do is to add our borax. Now, we've got the borax already measured out, and you can add it all inside of there. It might be a little tough to pour that all inside, so let's find an easier way to get that in. If you have a funnel at home, you could use that, or make your own funnel with just a little piece of paper. Wrap it up from one corner to the other, kind of like an ice cream cone. Ice cream, oh yeah. Make a little cone that can fit inside there, and now you'll be able to just pour all of the powder in your borax container easily into the water. Put your lid back on nice and tight, and now comes the fun part. Shake it! Keep on shaking that until you see all of the powder has dissolved into the water. After a little while, this activator liquid will turn totally clear. Activate! Even if it's not clear, it's still ready to use. So let's get our activator ready and move on to the next step. Remember, you can press pause now and come back and join us when your activator is ready. All right, we are ready to start getting our glue ready. The glue that I like to use is called a PVA glue. Look at these 3 letters, PVA. PVA stands for poly, vinyl, alcohol. PVA is good enough. Now, every glue is going to be a little bit different. And that's why today, when I'm showing you how to do this, I'm not going to measure things out exactly. Everything's going to be a little bit different depending on what kind of glue you use and even what the temperature is like outside. So I'm going to start to teach you how to feel what your slime is like. And then you can make the adjustments that you want to make it just how you like it. Lots of mummies really don't like slime in their house. That's because you make a mess.
This place is a mess.
What did you do?
Who did this?
And why did you do this?
Did you do this?
Who? Me? Oh.
I want you guys to think about this before you start making your slime. Maybe put a sheet of newspaper down on your table so the glue doesn't get all over there. Nothing makes mummies angrier than glue all over the table. Take that whole bottle of glue and pour it into your bowl. Oh yeah. Squeeze it out like toothpaste and get as much out as possible. Normally when we make slime with white glue, we don't add any water. But cloud slime is a little bit different. So let's make sure we don't waste any of that glue inside. Take some more of that warm water and fill up your glue container almost full with water. Put your lid on and give it a good shake back and forth. Let's see how much of that glue we can get out of that bottle. Mix it together with the water and we're gonna pour it back in with the glue that we already put in. Now our ratio is 1:1. 1 part glue to 1 part water. Now let's get into mixing. So now we have it set up 1 part white glue and 1 part water. This is a good time to add some color inside. This is science color, not food color, so don't use it inside your food. Pick your color and add some inside. Don't be too greedy. I like to put in about 8 drops. If you put in too much more than that, your hands might change color. Now it's time to mix it. Should we mix it with our hands? No, not with our hands. Grab a spatula instead. When we mix this, we want to be careful not to splash it out all over the place. So just start moving it around and around. We want to get these 3 items, the color, the water, and the glue mixed together. Right now, look inside. You can see it's not mixed. I can see the red water and the white glue. A good way to do this is to push it down into the bottom. Smash your glue down a little bit and you'll start to really mix that up. Be patient, go slowly, and get a really good mix. At the end of it, you shouldn't be able to see any white lines of the glue. Everything should have exactly the same color and the same thickness. This is how you know you're ready to move on to the next step. Remember, you can press pause here and come back when you're ready to move on to the next step, and yours is mixed perfectly. With our glue, water, and science coloring all mixed together, it's time for us to start to make a polymer. And for that, we're going to need our activator.
Activate.
You might notice that your activator has gone clear by now. So why do we use borax and what does it do? Well, borax is something really cool that when we put it in with our glue, it likes to make a polymer. Remember, a polymer is something that has many parts. Borax will take all these different parts inside and start to line them up into a chain of molecules. These chains of molecules can be millions of molecules long. This is the basics of a polymer. Now the polymer that we're going to make is going to have the characteristics of a liquid. Ooh. That means that it will take the shape of the container that it's in. You know what borax is actually like? It's kind of like Cupid. Yeah, you know that guy. The one that shoots arrows and makes everybody fall in love. Well, that's what borax does to our glue. It makes all the molecules fall in love with each other. I love you. They fall in love with each other, and these molecules want to stay together. That's the power of borax. So let's put it in and see what happens. Take your activator,
Activate.
and add it in slowly. If you add too much, it's really hard to bring it back. So this time, let's start and do 2 rings around the outside and see how that does. 1, 2. Now get your spatula and from the bottom to the top, start to mix it and stir it in. Right away, you can start to see some clumps forming inside. That's where the borax is making the glue fall in love with the other glue. It's staying together in a group. But make sure that we don't let that all stay together. When you find that clump of glue that's sticking together, mash it down inside and try to work the water in. Let's take a look where we're at. Wow, that's a big lump right there, but I still have a lot of liquid inside. So let's try to get this lump off so we can really take it and mash that water inside. Let's add one more squirt. Let's give it another swirl around, mashing in. Just like that, we can see it's no longer a liquid. This is now slime. But do you think this is good to pick up right here? I don't think so. One of the ways that you can tell is to find out how in love these molecules are. These molecules of glue love your hands. We want them to love the slime more. So when you think it might be ready, take your fingers, 3 fingers, put them inside and take them out quickly. If it's ready, your hand should be dry. That's not ready. So, time to do a little more mixing. A good way to do it is pick it up from the bottom and turn it over and mash it down. When you're at this level, when it's really looking close like a big piece of chewed up bubble gum, add just a little squirt. That is really looking nice now. It's really starting to become a solid piece, and it almost looks like fresh gum. Let's give it that test and see how it works. 3 fingers in. You know what we have? We have slime. If I take it out now, yes, we've got it into a ball of slime. It's still just a little bit sticky, but this slime loves the slime more than it loves my hand, and it's not sticking to it. This is our basic slime, and this is what we're going to start with. But this is not cloud slime. Oh no, no, no. To make cloud slime, we need to take it up to the next level. This is how you would want your slime normally. But instead what we're going to do is add in a little bit more activator.
Activate!
We have a term for this. We say overactivate. Yeah, we're going to overactivate it and actually make it quite hard, almost like a rubber. So let's take that slime, put it back inside, and give it one more good squirt. Woo! Work it around a couple times with your spatula. Let it get in as much as possible. But here, our mixing changes a little bit. It's really hard to get this all the way through to the middle. So I want to start doing this a little bit like a mantou. We're going to take the bottom and tuck the bottom in. We're going to keep on turning it over. Look right here. I'm going to tuck this into the middle, stretch it and tuck it into the middle. Keep on tucking it into the middle, and this will help us to really get that mixed up nicely. Let's leave our slime here for now. We're going to go and get our Insta Snow ready, and that's the special ingredient that we need to turn this into cloud slime. I'm frozen. It's so cold. Must break free. All right. What can make me so cold? Only one thing. Snow Wonder. And we're going to use this awesome instant snow to make our snow for our cloud slime. And we're going to measure out 1 tablespoon. That looks nice. And pour it in. Wait a minute. There's no way that this is going to make enough snow. It hardly covers the bottom. Well, let me check my instructions and see what we need to do. Oh, we need to add 1 cup of water. Okay, let's get 1 cup of water. That's about 240 milliliters of water. Now, when you add this in, pour it in nice and quickly. Are you ready? Here we go. Hey, that's not snow. That's snow! Ooh, oh my. Oh, that is wonderful snow. You can pour it back and forth a little bit and make sure it really expands out. Oh my goodness, how did that little amount turn into so much snow? What? Oh my goodness, it's overflowing. Now we've got some of this ready. We're ready to start making our cloud slime. So we have a couple different kinds of snow that we're going to use inside of here. We have our activated snow. Activate harpoon. And we also have our dry snow powder. So this snow is really good at absorbing water. So we're going to take a little bit of dry powder and we're just going to sprinkle it all over our slime. Just kind of like you would put salt on your food. Not too much, just a nice sprinkle on top. Now take your spatula from the bottom, turn it over. You can even pick it up at this point and start to use it like a manto. And tuck it into the middle and turn it over and over and over. As this goes inside, it's actually going to start breaking up that molecular bond that we had in our slime. And our slime's going to start getting a little bit stickier. You can start to feel those little pieces of snow expanding inside the slime. Let's put that back inside and give it one more sprinkle on top. Remember, just like salt, pick it up and keep on turning it into the middle. You can start to feel that texture. Texture is the way that something feels. It's no longer totally smooth. It's starting to get a little bit bumpy inside as that snow expands. With this snow inside, we're ready to activate it with a little bit more of our already prepared snow. But for this, I like to do it onto the table. My table's not quite right, so you know what? I'm just going to take a board and put a board down. Again, just like you should always make sure that you're keeping your table nice and safe and clean. Spread it out nice and big. You can use a tablespoon and scoop out some of that snow and put maybe 2 tablespoons of snow inside. I like to make this kind of like a nice dumpling. Oh yeah, just take it and close it in. Look at that. It's a bubblegum snow dumpling. Ew, that doesn't sound very good. Fold it in half. Fold it in half again. And just try to keep it inside. And look at that, it's starting to get stretchier. But that's nowhere near what we need. We need a lot more snow inside. So open it up again and get a couple more tablespoons of snow inside. Now, the molecules inside don't love each other as much as they used to. They're starting to love my hands. I don't like this. If this starts to happen, get it off your hands quickly and back into the bowl. Uh-oh. Where's the love? This is going to happen many times. What we need to do is activate it a little bit more. So get your activator back out.
Vegetables activated.
Give it a squirt around with your spatula. Turn it over a couple times. You see the love come back and it starts to love each other more. Still a little bit wet, so I'm going to add a little bit more. Boys and girls, to make this slime, you need to learn how to feel your slime. This all goes by feel. There's not really a perfect formula for how this works because each one is different. We're going to add more snow. We know that's going to deactivate it again. So let's overactivate it a little bit more. Now, let's spread it out on the table again. Yes. There we go. Oh, that's good. Just 2 spoons. I'm not going to get too greedy. This is really going to change the texture. Turn it into something lighter and fluffier. Pick that back up. Oh, it's starting to get sticky again. Let's activate a little more. Activate, mix, and add. It's starting to get really fluffy. It's starting to get kind of like cotton candy. Now, we've got a pretty good stretch. That's not bad, but it's pulling apart in big clumps. Right now, it kind of looks like frosting like you would put on a cake. But boys and girls, listen to me closely. Do not eat this. I'm serious. Don't eat it. You know what? Let's give it one more activation. Make it a little bit harder again. And we're going to move into the last phase. Once you feel like you've got enough snow inside, you might want to add all of it in. See how it works. Boys and girls, to make this slime, you need to learn how to feel your slime. This all goes by feel. There's not really a perfect formula for how this works because each one is different. But once you feel like you've got enough inside, now we're gonna get it to the point where it actually rains. Take this and spread it out, and let's take out some of that dry powder again. Sprinkle a nice healthy amount of dry powder on the top. And let's mix it through. This is where the next stage of the magic happens. With this powder inside, it's going to start to really absorb the water out of the inside. It's going to take those chemical bonds, those polymer bonds, and it's going to start to stretch them. Ooh, that's quite nice. You can see our stretch is getting better. Mix it through. Keep on mixing it through. Pull it apart. Back together. Pull it apart. And back together. Let that snow really absorb that water inside. What we're looking for is these cool little strands in the air. As it falls down, oh, we're starting to see just a little bit of it there. It breaks apart, almost like a spider's web. Let's add one more batch inside. One more sprinkle of dry powder on top should probably do it. Pull it apart, bring it together. Oh, that is looking like beautiful cloud slime. Give it a little bit so that all that Insta snow inside can pull together with water. And when we take it apart, we're going to see more of that dreamy, cloudy fluff falling from the sky. Oh yeah, this stuff is great. But everybody has their own opinion of what their cloud slime should be like. It's amazing that we've gotten to this stage. Check out where we came from. We started off by making just a regular slime. This is the slime that we started with. Then we added all of our snow in to make it into what we have here. This is something totally different. But what happens if you keep on adding more? I know you're probably going to try it. I had to try it too. I mean, if this is fun, then more snow just means more fun, right? And you might be right. Some people might think that this is the perfect cloud slime. You can see when I pick it up, oh, these beautiful strands. But the problem with it, it just doesn't stick together. It all falls apart. Nobody can tell you what the perfect slime is for you. That's a matter of your opinion. But make your slime and show me what you think is the perfect cloud slime. That was great fun. We made a really nice one. Now I put enough supplies inside your kit that you can make another one. There's another bottle of glue in there, and well, check out our activator. We actually still have a lot of activator left, so you can make another one with everything that we have inside. Try making it with another color. Try doing a different amount of Insta Snow inside. See if you can come up with a perfect one. Once you're done, you can always go and get more glue. And, well, look at our Snow Wonder. We actually still have over half a bottle left, and I still have lots left inside here. Again, every slime will be a little bit different. So what can you do with this? Well, use this one and make another cloud slime. This is just good fun to play with. And you know what? It's really safe. And it's really good for the environment. Once you're all done with this, you can leave it at home and you're gonna find that it gets smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. You can make it big again. All you need to do is take a little bit of water and spray it on top. And you'll find that all of a sudden it starts to grow larger again. Yeah, you can reactivate your Insta Snow. Once you're really done with it, then you can take this and you can put it into mommy's soil in her plants. This stuff is really good at absorbing water. And that means when there's a lot of rain, this will absorb water and hold it in the ground. Then, on a really sunny day when there's not enough water, your plants will be able to drink water from inside here. That's an easy way to get rid of it. Just make sure, don't pour this down your drain. Don't go to your sink and put it down your drain. Put it inside your plants or throw it in the garbage. Boys and girls, I hope you've had a great time making cloud slime with me, Dr. Sparks. Make sure you send us your videos because we want to know what kind of slime you like best. See you next time.
We're using science to get things done. That's Dr. Sparks, showing you science.